Alright. Hi everyone, my name is Sydney and today I'm going to be discussing Verity by Colleen Hoover. And this, honestly, was the most fucked up book I have ever read. Great. But in saying that, it was really fun to read. I actually read this book when I was in Japan. I read it on really long train rides and I was just hooked from the first line. I could not put this book down, and I am so grateful to Yaleika, my best friend's mum, for recommending me this book because it was really fun to read. Although there are a lot of things I'm going to be talking about in the spoilery section of this video, but I did really enjoy it. I really did. If you haven't read this book and you like a bit of horror, if you like a bit of romance, there's a lot of sex in this book. A lot of sex. Oh my god. When I was reading on the train, I was a little bit like, okay. Yeah, so if you like a bit of horror, if you like a bit of mystery, if you like a bit of romance, this is the book for you. But be warned, there are a lot of fucked up things that happen in this book. Yeah, just warning you on the get-go. So, what is this book about? Let's tell you. We have our main character, Lowen. So Lowen is an author and she got this amazing book deal to finish off a series for a very well-known author, which is Verity. Verity is unable to complete the series of books because she's in a coma. So she takes this job deal and she meets Verity's husband, Jeremy. He finds an autobiography in her office when trying to find notes on all the books that she's already written in the series. And this autobiography has a lot of things in it. There are a lot of things you learn about different characters in this story through this autobiography. And there's just a lot of things that it really comes down to you and your perception of what you believe and what you think is true. So why don't we just go into the spoilery section of this video, because if you've read this book, you know why. You know why. Okay, so here we go in 3, 2, 1. This is something I wrote in my notes whilst reading this book. This is the kind of book that leaves me scared to put it down in case I have nightmares. Fantastic, isn't it? I don't know if any of you felt this way whilst reading this book, if you felt quite nervous reading this book. I just could not put this down. I was reading it like crazy. I actually finished this book in 2 days. Literally the first day I started reading it, that night I was really nervous to go to sleep, just because the whole plot with discussing her children in her autobiography, how she drowned one of her kids, thinking that one of her kids is fucking evil, her infatuation with Jeremy, it was just way too much. I think that the letter Verity wrote is absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. This is an author who is incredibly manipulative. I do not think for 1 second that that letter is fact. I don't know, I don't believe her. She used her life to do this exercise. Makes no fucking sense. Where was the little note in the autobiography saying that this is just a writing exercise, don't believe any of this? But also, oh my god, the fact that Jeremy and Lowen murdered her, that took it too far as well. They had evidence that she's fucking crazy and criminal and she has mental issues. I think she's in a bloody coma for one. Actually, no, she's not even in a coma. Oh my god. Okay, so this is a problem I had with this story. Verity was fucking faking a coma the whole time. Okay, I'm sorry, what? There were a lot of moments in this book where, like, Lowen thought she saw her move and she was like testing her to see if she would flinch with like throwing a pen or something. Verity was faking it. But Verity in that moment didn't flinch and just was able to go back into lying in the bed and like be still as hell. possible. What the hell? It is not possible. So that kind of thing in this story just kind of ruined it a little for me, because I completely went into, this is not realistic. My other issue with this book is we needed more pages. Where is the rest of the book? I want to know what happened after all this. Another issue, Lowen became pregnant, and after like one time of them having sex, she's pregnant, and she knows she's gonna keep it already, and just like they end up together after all this, and just wow, this is a fast-paced book. Anyway, she's pregnant, ends up with Jeremy, they move out of that home. Where is the rest? What happened after that? The letter. She didn't even show Jeremy the letter, but apparently Jeremy was lying about having already read the autobiography. But was that a lie? I think it's a lie, because Verity, I don't trust her ass. But like, that's another plot hole, plot twist. What if later in the future, Lowen had brought up that she found a letter to Jeremy? Like, how could she still trust Jeremy? How could she be with this man who has been with a woman and his life has just been so fucked up the whole time? It's been so fucked up, and to read that letter, I don't know how she could replace Verity in a way, you know? Like, I don't know how this woman is doing it. And I wish that Colleen had given us a little bit of an insight into the future of what their life was like. Did Lowen end up becoming famous? What happened when they said that Verity actually died and the rest of the books in the series was all written by Lowen? Did she even finish writing the books? Like, all we hear about really in this book is the autobiography. We don't see Lowen really sitting down and actually kind of starting to write the series, really. It's all about this autobiography, and it's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. This book is fucked up, and it's left me feeling really weird. The whole thing of the infatuation with Jeremy, these in-depth sex scenes, and just like Jeremy needing to love her more than her children, and the fact that she tried to give herself a miscarriage. I can't even. Oh yes, okay, another thing. Another issue for me. The nurse. Can we freaking talk about the nurse? Did she know that Verity was faking this coma the whole time? She gave me creepy vibes the entire time. That she didn't like Lowen. She would give her these looks. Like, I don't know. There's something with the nurse that does not make sense. And Colleen did not talk about the nurse at all. She did not resolve the whole nurse thing. Like, the nurse surely would have known, no? Or she was a really crap nurse, but I don't think she would have been a crap nurse. She must have known. And that would have been fucking cool if we could have seen the future of Lowen and Jeremy's love story unfold, that the nurse comes back and fucking kills one of them somehow because she knew about Verity and just knew about them murdering her. Just, that would have been really, really interesting. That would have been so good. That would have been so good. What a way to fucking end the story, that this nurse who fucking gives me the creeps the whole fucking entire book comes back later on as like Verity's hitman and just kills these motherfuckers. Like, that would have been really interesting. I don't want to read this book again, but I recommend you read it because it's really interesting and fun. But also, what? What did I just read? Oh, another issue I had with this book. There are a lot of little issues, but this is so fun to film for you. The repetitive use of the word alright. Kill me now. They used alright, alright, all the This word was used so much and I was already pissed off, and it was only like page 65. I wrote in my notes saying, this word is going to get annoying, isn't it? Colleen, no, no. What did I just read? So that was all my thoughts on Verity by Colleen Hoover. I would love to hear what you think about this book, especially what you think about the letter and the autobiography. Which one do you believe in? Do you trust Verity? Do you trust Jeremy? Do you trust the frickin' nurse? The nurse. Please tell me what you think about that nurse, because I still think that she has some evil to her. If you haven't read this book, but you're still here, go read it if you'd like to. It's fucked up as hell, but it's a fun read, so I do recommend it. Alright, so as usual, bye!